Alright guys, how y'all doing today? Coming back to you to bring you an update. We did a video, gosh, I guess it's been about 3-4 weeks ago on the Wasserstein 2-in-1 combo here for the Arlo Pro 3, where it's got the solar panel and the floodlight.
Yeah.
And when I did the video originally, we tested it for about 3 days, 4 days. When we put the video out, we was very happy with it at the time.
Yep, it immediately started charging the camera as soon as we plugged it in, and we were tickled pink.
Yeah, and it charged it to 100, charged the camera to 100%. Everything was great until about 2 days after the video came out. Then it quit charging the camera. And so I have played with this thing for about another 2 weeks since then, trying to find a solution, trying to figure out what's going on.
We've moved it to different cameras. We've tried different cords.
Yeah, I've been in contact with the Wasserstein, to try to figure out what, if they've had any troubleshooting tips and everything. To be honest, they haven't been very much help. All they was worried about, to be honest, was making sure their link was on there so people could go buy the product. Well, guess what? I told you from the get-go, even though they did send us this product for free, they're not paying us, but they did send us the product for free. But I told you from the get-go we'd be honest, and then if it didn't work out or something went wrong, we'd come back and let you know. So that's what we're doing now. And I will take and put a card on the other video linking it to this video so people can see the updated video. But basically what happened was a couple days after the video rolled out is it quit charging the camera. And so we thought, well, maybe it's not getting enough sunlight where it was, because I knew where I put it was only partial sunlight. So I've actually moved this around to several different locations around the house, playing with it, trying to get it charged.
That have complete full sun all
Full
day.
sun all day long. And it still, what'll happen is it'll charge the camera for a little bit, and then it quits charging. After talking to Wasserstein, basically they say that's what it's supposed to do, but it never charges the camera fully after that.
Right.
And so what happened was, when we first hooked it up, we made sure it had a full charge and everything on it. So I feel like that's the reason why it charged the camera fully. But this solar panel, there's something about it, and it also has the battery backup here, which has a little bit to do with it, which you have to have the battery backup for the floodlight to work at night. I get that. That's part of the design. But the problem is, this solar panel basically is only big enough to basically charge the backup battery here for the floodlight. And the way it's designed is any extra energy then goes to charge the camera. And so it only charges the camera for a couple hours a day, and it's just not enough to keep my camera charged.
Right.
Now, again, my cameras are very active, but I just don't feel like that's a good design. I understand why it's that way, because it's got to keep this battery charged for the solar panel.
But with that said, we've got cameras that are more active than others, and we've tried it on our very active cameras,
That's true.
and we've tried it on our less active cameras, and it did the same on all of them.
Yeah. And so it was just very disappointing. I mean, because the whole reason why I wanted this was more for the solar panel than the floodlight. I don't need the floodlights. I light my place up like Fort Knox. I wanted it to charge the camera, and I just want to be honest with you guys, it does not do a good job of charging the camera. If you want the floodlight and maybe just get a little charge to your camera every now and then, hey,
Maybe it's great.
it might work out for you, but I don't think most people that's what they want.
Well, and just a little side note, guys, because it is outside, it does have weatherproofing on all of the connections there. So you have the USB cable that you use to connect your solar panel to your camera for the charging, and that weather stripping that was inside the USB port never really stayed where it was supposed to be. It kind of kept trying to fold in on itself, made it very difficult to plug and unplug that USB charge.
Yeah, if you go back to the video, the first video I did, it was, remember I told you, it was a very tight
snug
fit. And that's great until you have to unplug it to move it. After you unplug it and plug it in a couple times, that weather stripping gets knocked out of alignment, and it starts, actually, the glue starts coming loose.
It blocks the USB connection, and therefore you're not able to plug in. And then eventually ours even just pulled out. When we were removing the USB cord one time, the weatherproofing did pull out. And so we thought, well, we'll try it without the weatherproofing. Maybe that was being part of our problem. And then the USB cable was just very, very loose without that weather stripping in place.
Yeah, I mean, it'll actually, if you was to wiggle this like this with the USB cable, it would fall out.
It would fall out, yeah.
It's that loose.
Yeah.
And so I thought maybe that was part of the problem. I tried other cords. I mean, gosh, we threw the book at this thing trying to get it to work, to be honest with you, because we really wanted it to work.
wanted it to work.
I love solar power. I told you, I got a lot of other solar powered lights and stuff around our house. And we really wanted it to work. Which is why I did reach out to Wasserstein and tell them the problem we was having. And basically all they told me was, you just need to make sure it gets full sun,
all the
10
time.
hours to 12 hours a day, and then it might charge the camera a little bit. And
Yeah.
to me, that's not satisfactory.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not trying to knock on a new company like that, but I'm very disappointed in it. And I can't have my name and my channel's name on something out there that I don't truly believe in.
Well, and like Randall said earlier, I mean, if you just are looking for the floodlight works fantastically. So if that's all you're looking for, then that's great. More power to you, and it works great in that capacity. But for what we wanted to use it for, and what we feel like most people would want to use it for, it just wasn't effective. And so we would hate to see you guys go and buy a product that we recommended and it not be what you would be wanting.
Exactly. If I'm going to recommend something, I want it to be 110%. I want it to blow your socks off. I want it to go way beyond expectations.
Yeah.
And guys, honestly, this product just doesn't do that. You know, we've done a lot of product reviews lately because we are updating a lot of our camera equipment and stuff for our YouTube channel. And you know, everything else has worked out really well.
Right.
And none of those products was given to us or sponsored. This one was given to us, and it just didn't work out. So I'm sorry to say that it's just, you know, I was excited that maybe an aftermarket company had some cheaper products that I could, you know, put in on my Arlo system, but it just doesn't work as good. So.
Well, and after those first few days, we were ready to order these panels for every camera we have, but it just doesn't work the way we need it to work.
Yeah, so just want to bring you that update, guys. You know, right now, again, if you're wanting a solar panel for your Arlo system, the only one that's worth the flip is from Arlo. It is a little more expensive, but again, you know, I'd rather pay a little more and get a quality product than to go cheap and it be disappointing. So, just want to bring you that, guys. And again, just didn't want to mislead anybody. I wanted to get that correction out there. And if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, as always, you know, put them in the comments section down below. Be happy to answer anything. You know, be happy to go into more details on some of the things we tried to do and everything like that. But that's where we're at.
If any of you guys have used the Wasserstein and had good results with it, and have any indications for us of what we can do to make ours work better, please let us know. Yeah, drop us a message, put something in the comments. We'd be happy to hear from you. We'd love the input.
Yeah, again, we try to answer every comment we get on every video we get, which is we're getting more and more viewers, and I'm so happy of that. And so it's getting a little bit more difficult, but I always try to answer within 24 hours, and we'll continue to try to do our best in doing that. So, guys, again, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do. We've got some exciting things coming up this year that we're trying to get in the works. And so subscribe to that channel so you'll be up to date on everything. Again, we have playlists, so it's itemized on different subjects. So, you know, if you want to see product reviews, there's a playlist for product reviews. If you want to see our travel videos, there's that. If you want to see our cancer videos, there's that. There's playlists to itemize everything. We even got them itemized by state when we do our travel. So if you just want to see a certain state that's maybe closer to you, then you can do that. So again, make sure you subscribe. Check us out every week. We have a new video for you every Sunday at 6 o'clock.
Yep, hit that bell so you get notified when we do things. That way you'll know when a new video hits, or if we happen to do something off the cuff and have a live video, you'll know it's happening.
Yep. See you soon.
Bye, guys.